Welcome back to Riding on Eggshells. We didn't make it out of Australia.
Still here.
We're in Kakadu National Park and it is beautiful.
And hot.
Very hot. We're having some difficulty getting our bikes put on container ships, so with a bit of spare time to spend in the Northern Territory, I was a little bit upset we hadn't seen any of Kakadu, been on any dirt roads, so we've had a bit of fun over the last 2 days.
Yeah, but first thing we had to do was sort stuff out in Darwin because we made the mistake of getting rid of all of our camping gear. So let's show you. Hello, just been to the camping store to buy stuff. If you've been paying attention, you'll know that we do actually own camping stuff. We've got a tent, we've got sleeping bags, all sorts, and yet here I am with a tent, sleeping bags, even a chair for Harry. But yeah, what happened is we packed up all our stuff, packed away the bikes to go away, sent our stuff to the UK. And then we've got back, realised we want to go and do Kakadu because I've got all this time waiting for the ship. So I've got to buy more stuff. So I've just bought cheap stuff this time, and then when we're finished with it, we'll sell it on Marketplace or something like that. Harry, I think, will probably want to keep the chair, but we'll see. Anyway, bought it now, wasn't too expensive. And tomorrow morning we'll go off to Kakadu. So yeah, it'll be good.
Okay, thank you very much to Ken for doing this.
2002, looking after Harry. 2022, looking after Harry.
Here, voila, is my new number plate.
I think that's your 5th number plate you've had on that bike.
Look, not sure we need to keep count, Big Ben, but I've got a new license plate, so that's good news. And what arrived at the same time was my carnet. So as soon as we've got a boat, we can rack off out of here and go to Timor-Leste to sit on the beach and wait for a couple of weeks for bikes to arrive.
We're back. It's 2 weeks later. We haven't moved. Well, we have moved, but then we've moved back. We're still in Darwin. And we haven't got a ship. We still can't get away from Australia, so we thought what an opportunity to go and see Kakadu.
Yeah, heard it's pretty wackadoo. So we're going to go and give it a crackadoo.
We're going to do about 4 days, I think, and then we'll get back onto the focus of getting out of here. Today we've just got to get to a billabong, corroboree billabong.
See some jumping crocodiles.
Yeah.
Just soak up some of the culture, and the Darwin culture seems about 65% crocodile.
Yeah, I think, yes. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Good to have you back. That was good. Lots of crocs.
Loads of crocs. Goodness, I could not have imagined that many crocs. Just after a while, your eyes are just scanning the bank, and then you're like, oh, there's another crocodile.
Yep. And lots of birds, lots of life. It was really nice going out on the boat.
Yeah, beautiful temperature too. It's started to heat up now though, so we're going to get on the road and go to Jabiru.
Yes, we've got about 150 k's, I think, 160 k's to go. So we better get going.
Let's do it. G'day. No whip cracking allowed in the park. Do you have a big issue with whip cracking?
We do actually.
There's power here.
I've just woken up and realised we didn't do our normal video to say what our evening was like. But we literally got into the campsite, went and had dinner in the middle of the campsite, and then we were in bed by 8 o'clock. So we got another day today, but we'll get ready and we'll tell you all about it.
I'm getting my napping in the morning time because I didn't have a sleeping mat last night, so I had to lay on the ground. That was very uncomfortable. How was your night's sleep?
My night's sleep was wonderful. I had a sleeping mat, a bag, a liner.
I guess that's wonderful for you. I'll be happy that you got something that was nice.
Thank you. That's very mature.
Stealing a sleeping mat.
Okay, real good morning for you now. We've got ready. We've decided, actually, unusually for us, and we've been wanting to do this for a long time, we're going to stay camping here tonight. There is so much to see in Kakadu. Some of it's actually the way we've already come, some of it's not far from here, so we're going to do a bit of a loop around today and see some really cool things, which is good for Harry, not too much riding, and none of that off-road stuff. So
You promised me there was going to be off-road. You said there was going to be a tiny bit of bitumen in the morning, and then the rest of the day was going to be difficult off-road.
did I?
Yes.
Didn't I say tomorrow?
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
If there's not off-roading today, I'm just going to abandon you and go and get eaten by crocodiles trying to find something.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if both of us make it back to the campsite.
Yeah, we'll see if we're still a couple by this afternoon.
What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
Because I thought you were going to hold your own bike. Are you not able to hold your own bike?
Harry, can you please help me get on a bike?
Okay, so no, you stay there. You stay there.
Fuck. His arms all over my fucking jacket. stopped at the visitor centre. Bow Wow Visitor Centre. Harry's over there in the background painting a snake. We're doing traditional Aboriginal painting. Mine's not much to look at yet. Yeah, that ride, I just feel absolutely drained of energy. And Harry hasn't slept very well. So I was finding it so hard to stay up. As soon as you hit a snowdrift, it was just, drop the bike back down. Couldn't even think about picking it up. And Harry's getting frustrated. He's having to keep picking it up. So, bit of a tough session. But no hard riding left for the day. It's all cultural stuff and things like that. So, yeah, we'll do some painting, chill out, go to the shop. And then we've got a sunset thing, which should be really cool. Yeah. Feeling better already. Had a little bit of a cry when it was a bit emotional, but that's okay. We're okay now. I'm gonna be the next. I don't know any famous Aboriginal painters. Let's just say Matisse. What do you reckon?
Beautiful.
You don't think it's a bit wobbly?
A little bit wobbly. I just assume that's what you're going for. A little bit dribbly too.
That's part of the design. I think that's added to it. Nothing. We've made paintings. Harry made this snake.
Why are you showing that one?
I like this snake. Harry's not very happy with it. It didn't turn out how he wanted. We've been doing Aboriginal style painting. We didn't quite get the knack, but we had fun. And I'm in a much happier mood now that I've done it. Good for the soul is painting. Now we're going to go and get some food and a sleeping mat. I mean, everyone will be in better moods. Deer.
There's rock paintings here. Some of them are what they call X-ray paintings, which show the bones and internal organs, which is quite cool. Some are meant to show the thylacine as well, which is interesting because that's the Tasmanian, or the Tasmanian tiger, isn't it? The one with the stripes. It's been extinct, at least up here, for 2,000 something years, meaning the rock paintings must be very old. But I do wonder with a lot of these whether this is the rainbow serpent, who is the creator and also is renowned for if children cry, it will murder the child and everybody it knows, which is sure to stop your kids crying.
That is actually true. I know Harry likes to sometimes make up stories, but that is the story of the rainbow serpent. It doesn't like loud noises. So. But that's the rainbow, right? So they're reminded of the rainbow serpent. It's probably one of the, I'd say, the most well-known.
Yes, well, it's also meant to be the
Dreamtime
reason for the seasons and carved all of the rivers and the valleys, I think. So I think there's many stories involving the rainbow serpent.
So that was step one. Now we go find more things.
So this is their X-ray style, where they're showing the internal organs as well as the digestive tract and stuff. So you can see on some of these, they've got barramundi, eel tail, catfish, Saratoga and mullet.
What a view. on the wall, there's what's supposed to be a thylacine, which is a Tasmanian tiger. I think the last Tasmanian tiger died in the 20s. I watched an old video with one, and they're cool looking dog, sort of cat animals. I don't know, they're neither dog nor cat.
Marsupial, they have a pouch.
Marsupial, that's right. And so up there, because it has similar shape, it has that same snout that the thylacine has, and it has the stripes on the back. So they're estimating that it's got to have been at least 3,000 years old, or 3,000 years old, because that's how long the thylacine's been extinct on the mainland. It's only, as you can imagine, named Tasmanian tiger, it's only been in Tasmania for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
I need to admit some scepticism about that thylacine. As they say, they keep painting new ones. I'm just not super convinced that is a 2,000-year-old painting. Maybe somebody a bit more modern painted it. Certainly I don't think the painting's 2,000 years old. Whether it even depicts a thylacine is another question as well. Because I think with a lot of this, sadly, a lot of Aboriginal culture has been lost. And what I somewhat cynically think gets made up in its place are nice stories that'll bring tourists. What's that depicting, Liss?
Don't steal. I have a feeling someone's about to get killed in this story.
But who? Is it a boy or a girl?
A boy.
How can you tell?
It says it in the story. So that was just saying that, well, it is hard to date things, as Harry has said, and they do repaint them. They generally date them by what they're depicting in the art. So they're talking here about, actually all over the site, you see these long-necked turtles, and those long-necked turtles were really common in the area about 2,000 years ago. So that's where they start to get the idea of when did they first draw these. I thought that was really good, and I'm really fascinated by all the rock art. There was a shame, there was one thing that they talked about which I just could not find, which was, it depicts, so some of them are really, really old, like 5,000-year-old, really simple drawings that they talk about, or 3,000, 2,000 for the thylacine, and then some are the X-ray ones, they say are about within the last 1,500 years, so much more modern. And then even some depict white settlers. So you've got pictures of men with their hands in their pockets, or pictures of someone smoking a pipe, which it showed us the pictures of them, but I couldn't find them on the wall. So you'll just have to trust me that they were there. So yeah, it was really, really cool place. Really, really cool place. Ready to head home.
Let's do it.
We're back.
It's been a lovely 2 days. The next 2 days we think we'll be exploring a bit more of the national parks, a bit more of Kakadu, of Litchfield National Park, and then we'll be waiting on tenterhooks to see if we can get our bikes put on a container ship and finally sent to Timor-Leste, which is pretty nervous time for us. If you want to see what happens next, do it the old-fashioned way. Type our name riding on eggshells into the search bar. Don't bother subscribing and pressing the bell. It just makes things too easy for you and too successful for us. So, and I have noticed, actually, come to think of it, I have noticed some people have been expressly disobeying my orders, and we do have some new subscribers. So, like, how dare you? And look, if you're dead set on being cheeky little beggars, we do also have a Patreon, and I guess you could start just sending us cash, which I wouldn't be happy about. I'm not for supporting independent content creators, so if you could just not do that either, then we can continue to, bumble around the world in poverty.
Thanks, Harry. On the Patreon, thank you very much to one of our amazing subscribers who has gone for top tier, Claire. Thank you so much. Yeah, and we will see all of you, including Claire, in the next episode.
Bye.
Mark my name.
We're sitting here filming, and this sucker just comes slithering straight past. When I saw that, we're just here, and when I saw the snake, it was just slithering there.